All right, Coach. First one of the year, big one today. We'll start with an opening statement and then I'll ask a few questions.
Look, just a good performance. We've had a big focus for our team this pre-season, going into the first few games, very defensively focused. So we've only had, I would say, 2 to 3 sessions, practice sessions, building an offensive identity, and it was good to play a game tonight. We got a lot of players into the game, a lot of minutes, especially in our front line, and we were able to rotate some players through there to give them the experience that they need. We scored 4 goals, had a lot of shots on there, which I'm happy with. Again, maybe be a bit more clinical next time, but overall a good performance, good clean sheet, very good performance.
Yeah, and just to start, you mentioned 4 goals today, 3 in the second half. It seemed like they may have started a little slow to kick things off, but it seemed like they really found the rhythm, especially when the second half got there. Just what did you see from the beginning going into the later half of the game when it seems like they were able to find it?
Again, I think just because we've spent so much time on our defensive shape that we almost felt we were in uncharted waters. Having the ball, getting forward, getting crosses in, creating those type of opportunities. So I think it really took us maybe 20 minutes to recognize, some things that we need to be better with and do well with. And, we made that adjustment around the 20-minute mark where we tactically changed our press a little bit, our defensive press, which then won the ball up a bit further up, which led to more opportunities. Second half, we fixed it at halftime, and it was definitely a much better offensive showing in that second half for sure, definitely.
Yeah, and just on the score sheet, it seems like you got contributions from a lot of different players, 4 different goal scorers, I believe 6 different assisters. Just how nice is that for you as a coach to see just contributions up and down the lineup like that?
We've added some players that, they might play in the back line, but they're offensive. We've added some players in midfield that can also defend and attack. The forwards we've added, they were added to help us offensively. So I'm actually glad and happy, especially the assist column. People are contributing in that offensive place from a different position, and I'm very grateful. I think if we can maintain that, which is hard to do, hopefully can continue to lead to goals from different places.
Yeah, and you mentioned the assists. I believe 6 different ones on the 4 goals.
Yep.
Just what did you see just connective passing wise? It seemed like you guys just had a good flow to getting the ball distributed. Just what did you think about that in order to set those scoring chances up?
In these first few days of our offensive focus, we've really focused on getting numbers forward, getting people forward to support our forwards, to get under our forwards, to get them closer and connected to our forwards. So I think that's why you're seeing that, because you're seeing people commit numbers forward and support our front players. So our forwards aren't really isolated on their own, doing their own thing, maybe in pairs or in threes. We've got 5-6 players up there. Every time that ball went out wide, we were filling that box, and I think that's super important. Again, team contribution defensively, but offense has got to be a team contribution too.
Yeah, and speaking of defensively, you get the first clean sheet of the year. Just what did you think, both the work of the back line and then the 2 goalkeepers? You got Jess and then you got Addie Brown in there as well.
Yeah, we played, I think, in the 4-back system, I think we played 8 players through that position today. So everyone, every position had 2 players in that role, and they got good reps. And the big thing for me as a coach is that all 8 players that went through that position were able to stick with the game plan. And ultimately, defensively, whether you're in the back line, midfield, or up front, you've got jobs and responsibilities. And we circulated a lot of people through those positions, and they all delivered defensively. So good clean sheet. Yes, Jess Spurl had a good 70 minutes. Addie Brown came in there at the end, did very well. Ava Hunt's another goalkeeper who's very talented. Didn't get on tonight, but just as competent as the others. So we're moving through the process. We got one other goalkeeper, Brie Russell. She's hurt at the moment, so she's out. But I think goalkeeper wise, we're in a good place as well.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.